Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am really sorry that I haven't done a video for a really long time. Obviously Christmas came up and then I was really quite poorly. I've had shingles and all sorts of other nightmares. And yeah, so today it will be my January favourites and I have quite a few things to show you. Not all of them are beauty, but they are there. And the first thing that I have to show you is my new tattoo. Trying to like bend my elbow. So this is my little Robin. I had him done a couple of weekends ago by the amazing Sloane at Spread Equal Tattoo in the town where I live. I will link like their site down below, like their Facebook page down below. But yeah, so he did it. It was really good. I really loved going there. I would, if you're ever near me, I would highly recommend him. It cost me £70 and it took nearly an hour, but nobody knows, but my dad's name is Robin and my son's middle name is also Robin, or one of his middle names, so I got my little Robin to sort of signify those two. I will be getting a second Robin to signify each of them. But yeah, so that's my biggest favourite of the month because, you know, it's permanent. And the second thing I want to talk about is that I actually cut my own hair. Now, usually this is dangerous. Like, that is not a good idea. I dyed it. And then I think I kind of just had a crisis and I cut off all of my dead ends and I also cut myself a little fringe. There he is. I also cut myself like a little fringe. I don't think I did too bad of a job considering I did it myself. So don't hate on me. I did do it myself. Okay, so I have my little bits of favourites here and I'm just going to grab like the first thing that I have. And it is this Glow Milk by the Beauty Drop. I can't really see it so I haven't got my glasses on. And it is this tiny little miniature liquid highlighter. It's one of the little pipette things and I received this in my January Birchbox, but this thing is intense. Like, that's without it being like blended out. I don't know if you can see it. And then you blend it out and it's not really showing up on my hand, but it is like straight up glitter shimmer. It is there you go. It is amazing. I highly love it. Don't think it's that expensive, but again, I will link everything that I've got here in the description box down below for you so that you can find it. So there's that. The second thing, again, is a makeup item and it is a new foundation. I desperately needed a new one because the only one I had was the Cargo like BB cream, which I love, but in the winter it's just a little bit too dark. So I picked up another one and this is the Dream Radiant Liquid by Maybelline and it's like a hydrating foundation. I have it in the shade 12H. I think, hang on. Where's my shade? Oh, 01 Natural Ivory. So it looks like this. I think it was £8 or £9. I picked it up in Asda. So yeah, it's really good. It contains hyaluronic acid and collagen, and it really seems to be doing my skin so many favours. Like, my skin has cleared up so well, which is odd when you think about it because foundation usually blocks your pores, but not this bad boy. So yeah, the next thing that I have was also in my January Birchbox and I absolutely love it. It is this. This is a Melusine jade roller and it's really cold, but you just run it like before you apply your makeup. You run it sort of up your face and it helps deal with circulation. I do believe you can use it on other parts of your body, but because this is so tiny, I do just use it on my face. It helps reduce bloating, puffiness, all of that kind of stuff. It helps like excess fluid to like drain out of your face. So if you're having a bit of a puffy day, then it just kind of makes it go away. Okay, the next thing I have is something that I actually received for Christmas. My partner got me a little selection of Body Shop goodies, and this is one of the ones that I have really loved, alongside something else, but it's downstairs, so I will tell you about that in a minute. But this is the Shea hand cream, and I suffer with really, really dry skin in the winter, like especially on my hands and on my face. And I always kind of get moisturisers for my face, but I never really get one for my hand. So it is this one, and it has worked absolute wonders. Like, it's amazing. Okay, so the next thing is the thing that I mentioned that I left downstairs, and that is it's like comes in like a little stick, and it's made with vitamin E, and you literally it's like an anti-eye puffer, and you literally just run it under your eyes. I can't remember its actual name, but it's almost like a gel, but it again is really cold, and you just run it underneath like your eye bag area, and it helps to decrease puffiness. Again, another thing, I suffer with really puffy eyes sometimes, so it's an absolute win for me. Okay, the next thing I have is a book that I haven't quite finished reading yet, but I have been thoroughly enjoying, and it is this one. This is A Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. It was quite recently, or a couple of years ago, made into a TV series, and this is a book of it. And like I say, I'm about halfway through now, and it is brilliant. Like, it is such a well-written book. In fact, it's one of the best books I've read in quite a long time. It's really well written. It's a little bit confusing because I've not watched The Handmaid's Tale either, so I didn't actually know what it was about until I started reading the book. But once you get the hang of it, it's absolutely amazing, and I would highly recommend giving this a read. If you're not a massive reader, then give the TV show a go. It is a little bit science fiction-y. In fact, it is science fiction straight up, but it's written in a way that's quite, like, it's almost like historical fiction as well. So it's kind of historical and science fiction at the same time. And yeah, it's really, really good. Would highly, highly recommend. Okay, the next thing I have was my main present that I got from my partner for Christmas, and he bought me a perfume. It was a perfume that I wanted. I am not a massive perfume wearer, but I really, really, really wanted to get a perfume, and there's only two that I liked, so I wanted to find another one maybe to like just mix it up a little bit, because my two favourite ones are Hugo Boss Orange, which I don't think they do anymore, and Issey Miyake Pour Femme, which I adore, but it is so expensive. So we went into Debenhams, we had a look around, and I found one that I really liked. It's by Prada, and he was like, well, I'll get it for you, but it will be your Christmas present sort of thing. So I was like, okay, great. And it is this one. This is the Prada L'Eau perfume, and it is absolutely delicious. It's a very clean, fresh, quite fruity smell. You can get it in Debenhams, and you can also get it in the perfume shop in the UK. I would highly recommend that you go and give it a sniff, because it is a really, really nice perfume. It was 60 quid for this bottle, and I have used it almost every day. I absolutely adore it, and I just think that it is such a good perfume for any woman to have, because I think it would match up to most women. Because obviously every perfume smells different on every person because of your natural scent, and I think this could work on most women, so I would highly recommend you give it a sniff. Okay, the next thing is another thing that I received in last month's Birchbox. Last month's Birchbox was an absolute cracker. Like, they did so well. And this is the Natural Body Lotion by Green Frog Botanic, and it's in the scent Sweet Argan. I've used this on my legs and on my face, and it is brilliant. Like, for some weird reason, I have a patch of dry skin on like my shin. Only on one shin. So it's very strange, and this is brilliant. The formula contains no animal origin or derived ingredients, so it's completely vegan. And yeah, it's vegan formula, cruelty free, dermatologically tested. It's palm oil free. And yeah, so that would be really, really good for somebody who's interested in going cruelty-free or using only vegan products. This is a really, really good one. So again, I will link it down below. It smells amazing. It's not greasy. It's not oily. It just goes on like a dream, absorbs really quickly. It is quite thin, so it's not a thick moisturiser. So I just give you a bit of warning. The second to last thing it's something from Primark, and it is these. It's the Barefaced Beauty made with argan oil, and it's these ones in particular. You get a pack of 2 for £1, and you have 25 wipes in each pack, and you can grab them in any Primark. And these are aimed at dry skin, so they may not work if you're quite oily, but it cleanses and hydrates. It's enriched with argan oil and it's dermatologically tested. And yeah, I think they're just amazing for £1. Absolute bargain. And the last item on my January favourites is a nail polish. It's the one I actually have on right now. I picked it up in, again, my local Tesco, I think this one was, and it is one of the Barry M High Shine Jelly Nail Paints, and this one is in the shade, I can't bloody remember, Rhubarb. It's in the shade Rhubarb, and it's this awesome, like, it looks kind of brown in my camera, but it's not. It's like a dark, dusky kind of pink colour. It's almost burgundy, I suppose, but it's just like, yeah, and it is vegan now, which is really cool, and I think this was about £4, so an absolute bargain for a good nail polish. So I really, really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and press the big red subscribe button to see some more of me, and I will see you guys next week. I will also link down below all of my other social medias if you want to follow me on there, and yeah, I will see you very soon. Bye bye.